We've been saying we've had a normal day.
Yes.
We've had an average day.
Yes.
Today was a...
Average day, with the exception of the black bear.
Yeah.
We had a black bear visit us today.
That was...
This was the first time this has happened on the homestead, and it's not abnormal for that to happen here in the area.
Here.
I mean, we are the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, so it's bound to happen. Let's see where the pups are.
I don't hear them barking, which is good.
We're gonna walk down to the area where we saw the black bear. I'll throw in a little bit of footage when we're down there and show you what we got.
Hopefully we captured something.
Yeah. Well, they might be down there sniffing around.
I'm sorry?
So they might be down there sniffing around.
They might be.
So the story of the blackberry. The story of those blackberries.
I wish it was a blackberry. Hi,
Katie
sweeties.
was inside working. I was outside somewhere. I don't remember exactly where.
Were you in the house on the porch cleaning?
I might have been. I don't know. There's Levi. He's coming.
Hi, buddy.
And Winston was down. I thought he was down by the fence line between us and the neighbors, barking. Just he wouldn't stop. He was just barking like crazy. So I jumped on the lawnmower. No. I jumped on Katie's tricycle. Here's all the doggies now. Just to see what he was barking at, because I just assumed that he was going to be barking at the neighbors, because he does that from time to time. They come down to this fence line over here, and
they're huge leaps.
Yeah, that's a I keep calling it an elderberry. It's not the elderberry.
Oh, the mulberry?
Mulberry.
That's a mulberry? That's exciting.
And so I thought he was just barking at the neighbors. So I was going to come down here and have him stop. Well, then I noticed that he was actually in this area over here barking, looking up. Well, meanwhile, since I was riding the trike, Levi decided that he wanted to come join, and he comes charging like really, really fast. He stops right here at this black walnut tree. He looks up and he starts barking, and then he turns around and sees that Levi's over there. Winston's over there, and hustles towards Winston, and they start barking at the base of a tree, barking upward. I'm like, what in the world? So I'm thinking squirrel at this point. Like,
I've never seen him bark at a squirrel
well,
like that.
I was like, what? Like, I didn't know what to think, because
maybe like a hawk or something.
Yeah,
I could see.
Yeah, a squirrel. I was going to say maybe a squirrel, or maybe like a black vulture or something.
Yeah,
because they will, bark at the black vultures up in the trees.
Yeah, like birds of prey and larger birds. Mm-hmm. I've seen them do that before.
Yeah. So I'm riding up here with the tricycle, and at this point in time, I don't have any protection with me, because it's just a,
Yeah. What's going on?
What's going on, right? No reason to. I only take their protection with us when we're going like down towards the river or something like that, because this is
in here it's
a well-patrolled area. We've never had anything. So anyway, so I'm sitting right here, and I'm looking, and they're down at the base of one of those trees there, looking up. And I look up, and there's this big black mass. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is a black bear. So the black bear was, let's see if I can make my way down there.
I'm gonna roll up my boots.
Yeah, I probably should be wearing my boots.
Okay, come on, boys.
Oh, hi, spider web in my hat. So the black bear had made its way up that little double trunk right there. And it was a pretty, I don't know, it was probably 20 to 30 feet up. Dogs just barking like crazy. And so I got on my phone, my broken phone, and tried to call Katie. And it said I can't make a phone call unless I unlock my phone. I can't unlock it because it's broken. So try again. Finally, I'm like, whatever. I hightail it back and said, hey, Katie, I need your help.
And I'm like, what's up?
Yeah, so I said, hey, there's a black bear, the dogs have a treat, I just need your help. I got on the lawnmower, she got on the tricycle.
Yep.
We came back down here, and that's when I gave Katie my phone to record, just so we have some footage of it. And we both don't exactly know really what to do at this point. We're thinking we want the dogs to get away from them.
Yep.
Because they don't really need to away from it because they don't really need to sit there and just bark and bark and bark at it, but we need it to get off of our property.
We want it to get off of our property, yeah.
So we're calling the dogs, and I'm like, well, maybe I should just fire a shot just to scare the bear. It also scared the dogs away.
But it would terrify the dogs.
Yeah, so I didn't end up doing that. Basically what happened was the dogs came back to us.
Yep.
And the bear got down and then started heading off
into the middle.
Into the middle of it, which is not exactly the best place for it to be because
that's
straight up ahead is where our chickens are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's several 100 yards away, but so now we're wondering, is a black bear still in this area here, or did it really take off?
Yeah.
But Katie and I have patrolled the perimeter of this with our bikes.
Yep.
And the dogs have been in and out of this area several times, and they haven't been barking.
No, they haven't alerted on anything.
On nothing, yeah.
And we haven't, I've been like, the great thing about the trikes is they're pretty silent. So you can stop, like you can be going, and if you hear something, you can stop and kind of look around and see. So we split up, and he went up through the woods because he had the protection. I stayed on the path here and followed the dogs, and that's my protection.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was kind of,
yeah, buddy.
I mean, I could have grabbed the secondary one that we have, but it was just one of those where it was like, well, I'll just meet him up. So we met back up by where the chickens were, and didn't see anything out of the ordinary. None of the chickens were acting like there was anything to worry about. The dogs had stopped barking, they were getting water. So it was like, okay, it seems like hopefully it's gone. And then we also alerted our neighbors that are literally right here.
Well, I alerted all of the neighbors that touch our property.
Okay.
Just so they know.
And then then they're gonna let us know if they see it.
Yeah.
And it looked like a juvenile. It was very small.
Probably 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm guessing around 300.
To me, that's a very small bear.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't a very large bear. And
No.
it didn't look, I mean, it looked like it was scared and ready to just not be in the area because of the dogs.
Yeah.
I will say shout out to the dogs. They did a really good job.
Yep. They had it cornered and treed.
Yeah. Winston was not letting up. Winston was just on top of it. Levi came in secondary for backup.
Good boy.
Yeah, they exhausted themselves.
Yeah, they did.
They really, really exhausted themselves.
I'm just very glad it didn't engage, or like it wasn't a mama with a cub that was, that was that would have been terrifying.
That would have been bad.
Because then, we don't want our dogs to get hurt either.
Right. Yep.
So, and Kinsley stayed inside the whole time. We did not allow her out of the RV.
No.
Just because, I mean, she listens to us a lot better, but she gets the other dogs a little more riled up. And so we just, for her safety, just left her in the house.
She wasn't going to provide any additional help.
Besides barking.
Yeah.
She would have barked.
Yeah. So fairly normal but exciting day.
I don't want that to be a normal day.
I don't want that to be a normal part of our...
I don't want that to be in our routine ever again.
Yeah. The thing that would really scare me would be a cougar.
Yeah.
That would really frighten me.
Mountain lion, cougar, anything along those predatory cats.
Yeah. Yeah. We had those in the Pacific Northwest, and that's a nah. And supposedly they are out here, just not in high numbers. So, I mean, black bear, if any bear is going to be visiting the property, a black bear is the better of the bears. I don't know what other kind of bear population is out here, but I know black bear is pretty prevalent. And of course, then we have our, lots of ground predators, but.
Yeah, and we, like we said, we try to live very harmoniously with all of the wildlife that was here long before us. Mm-hmm. But we also have animals to protect.
Yeah, and we will protect them if it becomes to that point. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mentioned yesterday that I was going to work on the house. Technically, I did. Technically, I worked on the house. Just not what I thought I was going to work on. But we are scheduled for Saturday to have Jim and Wilson.
You guys are so fluffy.
Hi guys.
They look very full.
They do.
Like very.
Well, compared to the other ones.
Well, they look very downy.
Yeah. Oh, rain's starting.
Yeah. It started sprinkling before we walked down there.
So, yeah, Saturday Jim, Wilson, Sean, maybe Sean's dad, myself, maybe Katie will put some back into it too. Taking this the two 30-foot beams, and I think what we're gonna be doing, the easiest way is we're gonna go, I cleaned out this window jamb here, it was all taped shut from the inside, and we're just gonna basically go straight on through.
Yep.
So as you can see here, coming straight on through, it goes right into the front door, and then I'll give you a little tour of what will, I think will happen. So come through that window, and then we'll just go straight on through, and that'll just put us right in between all the support that we have for the roof line, and it'll allow us just to bring the beam right in here, and then we can lift it up and stick it into place, and then take this end over there, lift it up, stick it into place. So that's the plan. I think with 4 or 5 individuals, we should be able to move that.
Whew.
Yeah,
in here.
In here, and then what I have on reserve, and I'll pick it up Friday afternoon, 2 duct lifts. They're basically hydraulic forks that are used to lift heavy duct work for like HVAC systems. Mm-hmm. Each of them can lift, I think it's like 800 pounds. So the 2 of them together side by side should be able to lift at least one of the beams at a time. So we'll have one over here, and then we'll just have one over there, and we'll just lift it up into place.
Yep.
So the hard part is going to be after we get it in here, we have to then get it up onto the support up there, kind of get it into place, and so positioning it when it's up high, that's going to be the hard part.
And aren't we taking the collar ties out first?
Yeah, the collar ties are going to be coming out first, yeah.
So it won't have that flat roof line, it'll be the beam,
Yep.
and then they'll build the new rafters off of the beam to straighten everything like what we talked about, so we can have a ceiling that isn't
it'll be a smooth ceiling.
Yep.
With a 16-inch, it is hot here.
Like,
With a 16-inch beam hanging down from that we're gonna have to wrap with something pretty, something nice.
Yeah, and we're still a little up in the air on what we want to put on the ceiling. We've gone back and forth. We don't want to do drywall, we know that. So we're just trying to determine. I want to do wood. And I thought it'd be really cool to do barn wood from the barn that's falling down.
The barn.
You know, to just incorporate it. So we have add some character back in and add some history from the house or from the property. But not sure if that's going to weigh too much, you know. And then it's like, well, do we want to just do regular wood, or do we want to do like an alternative to drywall that would look similar?
Yeah.
So we're still kind of shooting through those ideas, but we have time to decide because we have, once the rafters in place and everything, we still have all the electrical and the insulation to do.
Yep.
So.
Yep, and some other reframing and stuff to do, so still got some time.
Yep.
Yeah, so exciting times.
The dogs have water buckets
They do.
everywhere.
They have lots of water buckets. Yes, this is very true.
It made me laugh because the chickens have been drinking out of the little puddles in the tarp, and then, it's just there's little surprise water containment systems everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I came, I went in after we saw the bear and it ran off. I came back I got this trike, Nate's trike, and because the lawnmower is just not fast enough.
No.
And it's like you can't keep, it's like if you're in an emergency and in a hurry,
it's not
the trike, that trike can go like 15 miles an hour. Mine goes about 12. And so it was like, if we really needed to get going, so I brought this back with me because I went and got my phone just in case we saw it again, and so that we could communicate with each other. And brought that. It took me a while to get that out of the carport. It was kind of wedged in there. I had a wheelbarrow moving. But anyway, so.
Yep. Yeah,
all the animals are safe.
I was riding the lawnmower. It's like, come on, go, go, go. It's just because in order to go full speed with the lawnmower, which is only 8 miles an hour, both
Have to be fully forward.
Have to be full, yeah, both handles have to be fully forward, but you can't go fully forward because when you do that, it veers to the right or to the left depending on the terrain.
Yep.
It's so frustrating.
It is. So you have to kind of do like this,
yeah,
and then like this, and then like this to go straight.
Yeah.
And it's just an alignment thing that we need to get fixed, and it's been an issue for a while, and it's just how rough we are on it. It's not the lawnmower's fault, it's our fault, but it's just frustrating when you're in a situation where you're like,
yeah,
go, go, go. We haven't seen it again, so I'm really hopeful it's not just somewhere in the middle, which is crazy because last night, after I did evening chores, I took the trike and I took the dogs for a walk, a run, because I had the trike. So, going 8-10 miles an hour the whole time, they run behind me, which I like to do when it's cool, especially for Kinsley to get her some exercise. And so I went from here all the way to the red barn. And then I went up through the woods, that route that Nate went because he had protection. And I went up to the gray barn, and then I came back around, and the dogs were with me the whole time. And I'm always thinking it's like the dogs will alert me and let me know. Yeah. And I feel very safe.
If the dogs are with me, it's different.
Yeah, I had all three with me, so yeah. I always feel, right. I don't typically do that alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I've always just, going down towards the creek, it's a lot more, we don't monitor it. We don't frequent
that very often, so it's
closed off. The dogs don't patrol it, so yeah, it's just a little different. But that was unexpected.
It was unexpected.
I did not like it.
I knew it would eventually happen.
Yeah.
Because there had been sightings by people
not too far down the road.
Not too far, yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew that it would happen.
Yeah.
But you're never expected. So.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 roads away, somebody saw it crossing, like saw a black bear crossing a road or over on the side of a property.
Well, just even 3 weeks ago, one of our neighbors down the street said that he saw it in our neighboring property.
Oh,
in a field.
That by the creek.
By the creek.
Got it.
Yeah. So, but that was 3 weeks ago.
So it's been around the area.
It's in the area. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
So now we're just gonna be more alert to that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Another fun day on the.
And none of our coops are bear proof. They may be.
No.
They may be other animal proof. But
no.
Because they're like cattle panels. So but a bear can rip through a cattle panel.
You can just lift it up.
Yeah, just flip it up.
It'll flip it up.
It'll be like, excuse me, what's under here?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. No, we have not designed any of our enclosures to be bear proof.
No, that was the least of our thoughts.
Yes.
I don't even think I considered a bear when we were building them.
Yeah.
Like it was all the other things like raccoons and what else is more likely, hawks and things that are much more prevalent in the area.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun times.
Good times. Never a dull moment.
Sometimes there are.
No.
And those are welcomed. All right. We will see you tomorrow with some more updates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully no more bear sightings.
No more bear sightings. All right. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.